very nice. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of The Passionate Piscator with me, Steve, here on the banks of the beautiful River Chew here in Compton Dando. Whew, it's been a little journey to get here. I don't drive. The train to Keynsham is brilliant, but the long walk to get right to the very top of the Keynsham Angling Association stretch of River Chew here in Compton Dando is a long old walk. So first of all in this video, massive thanks to the Uber driver who got me here. Man, did the sat nav take us through some crazy back roads. My lord, it took a long time. I will be giving you a tip and little thing in a minute. Just thought I'd get here, get set up. But that guy, big props to him. When he sees my name come up on there again and it says Compton Dando, he will never be picking that job up again. The poor chap. But anyway, I'm here and it's absolutely glorious. Look at it. Oh, listen. The water rushing by. If this isn't pure relaxation, I genuinely don't know what is. I don't want to move from here. There's not going to be many fish in this bit. I've fished this section before, only once actually, which is actually in another episode of The Passionate Piscator. Back in the past, you can watch and see me walking from Compton Dando all the way back down to Keynsham and just having a bit of an explore and see what's going on. Because I was relatively new to this section at the time, and I didn't know what was what and where things were going, so I was just exploring up and down, seeing what fish I could find. But this is one of the swims up further down anyway that I highlighted, and certainly a fantastic section. I'm going to be heading down that way to find some water that's a little bit deeper than this. I haven't got any wellies on today, just good old boots. Otherwise I'd probably have a little wade in. I don't know why I didn't remember. I've actually just been looking at this bit here and thinking, bullhead, stone loach, yes please. So that's a section in my mind already. Even though I've been here before, it didn't really cross my mind at the time, but it's crossing my mind right now. Anyway, as I say, I'm going to be heading downstream that way, in the hopes, like last time, of trying to find some grayling. Now the grayling here are fairly rare, there's not many around, but I managed to winkle out a couple last time, only little tiddly-tiddlers, and I quite fancy a few more. Of course, it's not the size of the fish that matters anyway, it's about being outside in this beautiful, beautiful environment, listening to the sound of the flowing water and washing all your cares away downstream. That's the plan anyway. I think it's going to work. Maybe not the grayling, but the chilling out definitely is. Just realised I've been peering into this water. Is there any fish in here? Not that I can catch any fish in this section anyway, because it's far too steep. Could not get a net down there. I'm not going to be able to see very well without these polarised sunglasses. Now the polarised sunglasses just take the sheen off the top of the water that you get from the sunlight, or any light for that matter. And already I can actually see much more. Can't actually see any fish down here, which is good because I can't fish it anyway. Although I could probably... No, that's far too steep. I do not want to fall into the water. No, it's always interesting to see what's going on at the bottom of the river, see what's happening. I like that little bit down there where there's a little bit of turbulence. But as far as I can see, there's no way to get down to it. But we shall find out. And I better see a lot better, and find out a lot better by wearing these bad boys. Too cool for school. Let's go. Look at these twigs. It's a bit hairy. Oh, can you see that in the top corner there? Little snail. Finding all the wildlife today. But I'm meant to be finding the fish, aren't I? Let's see if I can get through here. Oh, this is like proper jungle warfare. Bit of bramble. Right, let's see if I can get through here. Oh, right, this looks familiar. Let's have a look. Yes, I've been here before. There's the river down there. Not that I can get to it now. Along here, somewhere, was a little bank I slipped down last time, wasn't there? Not literally slipped, but almost. Let's have a look. Ah, yes, there it is. All the way down there. Now, what time of year did I come last time? Because it must have been winter. Because those reeds were definitely not there. And neither were those stinging nettles. I think I'm going to leave all my stuff up here. Go down and have a look. Because I'm not so sure about that now. I think I should have paid attention to when I came down last time. Right. Let's have a look. There's not a lot of swim there to fish because of the growth in the reeds. It's going to be tricky to get a fish through there. The trees were a tricky thing last time, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to have a little wander, see what's going on, and I'll see you in a moment. Oh, the only thing I can do is have a bit of a drink, set up a rod and try and get down that slope and fish that really awkward swim. But I'm up for it, if you guys are. So come join me down the bank and see what we can fish out of this really difficult swim. Oh, it's gonna be hard going, guys. Oh, already tangled up in a twig. Oh, but I'm here. I set up on top of the bank there to try and cause as little disturbance as possible to this swim as possible. I say it's possible because I have caused a huge amount of disturbance in this swim, just climbing up and down, trying to get these bits down the bank, and then trying to get my chair so it wasn't sinking in the mud. When I sat on here last time, it was relatively dry, and I was actually sat on the floor, I believe. I didn't have a chair with me at all, but I thought, go in comfort this time, bring a little chair with me. But the chair is sinking into the mud. It's quite soft, and it's sort of sliding away. So just underneath the feet, I've chucked a few branches and twigs to try and stop them sinking in. A few of these Himalayan balsam stalks that are around here, just underneath the feet, stop me from gradually sinking as I'm here. I've got with me my centre pin reel, beautiful bit of kit, one of my favourite fishing reels of all time. I've got my Nottingham cast rod, not that there'll be a lot of Nottingham casting going on here today. I think it's just going to be trying to get the float in the water is going to be the tricky bit. £3 line, size 16 hook, and a stick float. Easy peasy. With this sort of fishing, you don't want to go too heavy because, well, as you've seen, there's a lot of climbing around and moving about. Anyway, I'm going to attempt to get this in the water, see what it looks like. Oh, that's not too bad. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. I can cast it about there, just to keep out of the way of the trees. Big issues I got with this swim, of course, is the water's quite far away. Luckily enough, I've got my really long extending landing net pole with me. The other issue I've got are these reeds. They're all in the way, so I've got to be careful of them. When I strike a fish, I've got to do it sideways and not up, because there's no room to strike up. The overhanging trees, these what are they? Alders, and are they alders? Don't know. Actually, I think they're hazels. Yeah, I think the hazel trees the other side are going to cause me a bit of an issue. Right, let's see what I'm going to have to do to get this in. Not too bad, not too bad. The water is quite slow. We haven't had a lot of rain, well, for quite a long time. We've had a really horrible summer, and you can see that this river's been really slow at some point, because there's a lot of duckweed all built up around the outside of it. I imagine during the heat wave we had, it's going to be like, it probably was like a pond, fishing a pond down here. But there's a slight bit of flow. I believe there was a slight bit of flow last time. Anyway, I've been sprinkling a few maggots in, which reminds me, I need to sprinkle a few more in. Build the swim up a little bit. The maggots have seen better days. They've had a bit of a warm walk around, so they're a little bit foamy. Look at that. Should have bought some ground bait or something with me. They did have like sawdust or something in them, but obviously not quite enough. But never mind, we're here now. Let's see what we can catch. Let's get a maggot on the hook and see how we go. Give you a little unhook, buddy. First fish of the day. Actually, the float went straight into a fish. I thought it hooked the bottom, but no, it was a fish, and it was a lovely little dace. Oh, a lively little dace as well. A gorgeous little fish. Oh, typical. As I'm starting to film, plane goes over. How about that? Beautiful, beautiful. Slimy, jumpy, wiry. Lovely little dace. Proper wild fishing this is today. And this fish is also pretty wild. Lovely. Thank you, buddy. Woo! I got him. Net's here. Right, let's get you back in again. What have we here? Oh, the classic river species. A minnow. Not really focusing. Here we are, a minnow. There's a lot of minnows down there. I've discovered that already. Actually quite a nice sized minnow. Very nice. River Chew does have some fantastic minnows in. Really big ones. For a mini species. For a mini species fan like me, it's actually the perfect river. However, today, unusually, I'm not after minnows. I usually am, aren't I? I'm happy to catch minnows. So, maggots might not be the way forward. I do have some worms with me. So I'm hoping a few worms might tempt a few bigger fish. But for the time being, I'm feeding maggot. And so I'm going to be fishing maggot. Oh. And drop that maggot. Not much good. So let's see what we get. I'm not going to put any free bait in this time. I'm just going to pop that in on its own. See how long that takes to float the bob. There it goes. Yeah, it's Minnow City. But as we've proved with the dace, there are some bigger fish in there, different species. So, just got to keep going, keep plugging away. This is nice. This is perfect. The only thing in the world is me and that little float over there. And it's just exactly what my doctor ordered. I'm pretty stressed at work recently. Oh, here we are, have a little tiddler. And if ever it gets like that, a little fishing session is exactly what the doctor ordered. Hey, even if it is little teeny minnows. It's not about the size of the fish you catch. It's about how much fun and pleasure you get from the fishing, and for me, how much relaxation I can get from it, because it is very relaxing, as I'm sure you know if you are a fisherman, and as I'm sure you've seen if you're not and you've been watching these videos on my channel. The only stress you have really is being able to climb down the bank without falling into the water. Pop another couple of maggots on. Little red one, little white one. It's a socking great big minnow. Look at the size of that. I think it's happened, guys. I think I've got too much into the minnow fishing. All right, buddy, calm down. Look at that gigantic thing. God. Do I give it away? You know I've got to. There we are, all zeroed. Pop that little fella on there. God, he didn't even fit on the tray. There we go. Beautiful little minnow. What a fish. 0.289. I don't know what that means. It's in ounces. What a gorgeous, beautiful fish. Something other than a minnow. Not that I'm not enjoying the catching the minnows, because I really am. But it's nice for a change. And the change is a chub. Lovely little chub. Big mouth. There's lovely sort of, you can't really see because my hand's in the way. There's lovely sort of peach coloured fins there. Classic chub. Beautiful. Well, I say chub. Oh, where is this here? I always call them a chublet when they're this small. A little chublet. Oh, he took that down pretty far. Luckily it's a barbless hook, so it's come out really well. Lovely. Cheers, buddy. There are some slightly bigger fish. Actually, there's a kingfisher fishing a bit further down. I've been watching him, and he's just flown past. So he's doing better. Well, actually, he's not doing better than me. I think we're probably on a par, to be fair, with these minnows. He's been catching minnows. I've been catching minnows. We're having a little sort of off-the-record fishing competition, I think. Well, of course, the kingfisher will always win, because he gets the satisfaction of being down here every single day to go fishing. And though I consider fishing to be very important to me, particularly my mental health, it's infinitely more important for a kingfisher to catch his minnows than it is for me. So I hope I'm not disturbing him too much. Although, actually, I think, because I've been throwing in a few maggots, it's actually brought the minnows up to the top, which is why he's fishing just there, because it's brought the minnows in close range of him catching them. Yeah, so he's just flown upstream, but he'll be back. He'll be back. Ping. Whee! Another donkey of a minnow. I did tell you the River Chew's full of massive minnows, didn't I? And God, I'm not wrong. Calm down, buddy. I know you've been hooked. Look at that. It's not going to focus on him. Ah, there we are. Stop focusing on me. I'm not the star of the show, the fish are. Cameras. I can't wave them all, can I? Yeah, there's some pretty sizable minnows in here. So I reckon another time I've got to come down and do some minnow hunting. Oh, what's this? What is this? A barb? Oh my god! Oh my sweet Jesus! Wow! Talk about mini species and being big here. I thought this was a blimmin' barbel. Let's just double check it's not. Jesus. Sorry to use the good Lord's name in vain, but I'm a bit gobsmacked. Look at that. Now that's not a barbel, that's a massive gudgeon. Look at that. Look at it on my hand. Oh my word. Lovely. Well, that was unexpected. I'm a bit 2 and 8 now. What do I do? Well, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to put them on the weigh scales for sure. What a gudgeon. Oh, and I love a gudgeon too. God, if I don't catch a grayling today, that's a gudgeon I'm happy with. Right, let's get things sorted. You can see why I thought it was a barbel initially, just as it was coming out the water. I don't normally catch gudgeon this big, but little barbels on the end of its mouth there for grubbing around on the floor of the river. Lovely, lovely big eyes. And look at the colours, the little spots. That blue sheen he has in the sun. Look at that. Oh, beautiful. Calm down. Calm down. We want to see your sheen. Look at that glorious blue sheen. And quite a thick fish as well. Look, the thickness of him. I really, really love mini species. And you can see why. Aren't they absolutely beautiful? Not the biggest fish, but certainly, surely, some of the most beautiful ones. Oh, the swims are the 2 and 8, got worms there, got maggot tub, but the stage is set for this clonker of a gudgeon. It's got to be an ounce. It's got to be an ounce. Right, if you can sit nicely on there for me. He's not. Right. How about that? 1.074. Look at the colours of it. Iridescent blue. I love a gudgeon. I was not expecting one this big. But again, the chew, massive fish in it. Even with their mini species. That's a gudgeon. What a lovely, lovely fish. Just over an ounce. Get very excited about mini species. Ooh, net's just disappearing. May not be the grayling I'm after, but that is a gorgeous fish. Look at the colours and the patterns. I am dead chuffed with that, as you can imagine. Mini species king. Ah, grayling, who needs them? Who needs them when you've got gudgeon like that? Magic. Let's get you back. God, you've been out in the water too long. Mwah. Back you go. Well, it just shows, doesn't it? You never know with fishing what you're going to catch. I mean, I'm after grayling, but honestly, if I don't catch one now, I really don't care. I love the mini species, as all of you well know if you've seen my videos. And if not, guess what? I love the mini species. And I'm delighted with that. Absolutely delighted. I wonder if there's a few more down there. Who knows? One of the things is for sure though, if you want to get down here and catch some decent mini species, River Chew is the place to come. I will tell you that. It's a squash, by the way. It's not like alcohol. It's not like my weird water bottle thing I got online. It might as well be. You could stick some wine in there, couldn't you? Lovely. Right. Nothing for it. Actually, time's running out. It's getting darker. I've got to make my way all the way to Keynsham to catch the train, which I think, from memory, is a good hour's walk. Perhaps more. So, I haven't actually got long left. I'm going to try and catch another gudgeon, I think. No, I'm not gonna, if I say that, I won't catch another gudgeon. I say at the beginning of the show, I'm going to catch some grayling. And I haven't done. I'm going to catch some more minnows. If I say that, then I won't catch any more minnows, and I'll catch some more gudgeon. That's the trick, definitely. Yeah, it's lovely. What a lovely evening. So it's not far off dark now. And I'll have to head off soon. But I'm in no hurry. No hurry whatsoever. Actually, this is another massive minnow. Look at that ginormous thing. I've caught bigger. But it's another good minnow. Put the hook on there. Tighten up. Ooh. Get distracted by something flying downstream. Upstream, I should say. That's the end for me. It's 5 o'clock now, just past 5 actually. Left the house just after 12, got here about 1, so 4 hours fishing. That's nice, isn't it? Nice little quiet zen fishing right out in the middle of nowhere here on the beautiful River Chew. It's been lazily ambling along on its way out down to the Avon. Really, really peaceful. Sorry there were no grayling, guys. I know I wanted a grayling at the beginning of the programme, but that's fishing. That's fishing. Sometimes you don't catch the fish you really wanted to catch. And to be honest, it was only just because I thought, well, why haven't I caught one in a little while? Oh, a grayling. So I thought I'll head to that little spot I caught the grayling from before. Maybe hoping for a bigger one. But if I didn't catch one, I wasn't going to get disappointed. I very, 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 very rarely get disappointed when I'm fishing, because it's so much more about than just catching fish. People think fishing's about catching fish, and it's madness. Where did they get that idea from? It's been lovely just sat here watching the river amble its way along and seeing the nature and wildlife right in the middle of just nowhere. There's been nobody around at all. I'm proper hidden down here. I don't expect anyone even knew I was here. And it's just been really nice just to get out and just de-stress and relax and just chill out, as it always is being outside in nature, isn't it? And particularly when you're fishing. I caught a dace, I caught a chub, I caught about 60 minnows. More than I can ever possibly film. I don't show them all on here. I don't show all the fish I catch on here, mostly because I'm too busy fishing. And sometimes I forget to even put them on the camera. You won't even believe how many times I've been fishing, caught really lovely fish, and I've just forgot to press record. I've been chatting away to you guys and you're not even there, or I've just gone, oh wow, what a lovely fish. Oh yeah, I'm meant to be filming this. All the time. I'm no professional, you can tell that by my videos, surely. But the key to it is to enjoy it, and catching that absolutely glorious gudgeon has been the pinnacle of my day. I've got the big smile on. I would have done anyway, but that really whacked up the volume on the smileometer. So nice. I love a gudgeon, and I love a nice handful of a gudgeon as well. Very, very pleased. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking to you guys. I've got to get back up that bank. I've got to put all this stuff away. My maggots, I mean, look at the state of them. They're literally pouring out the tub. They're all they're all over the lid. They're all over the floor. They're everywhere. I've got to get back home and put some. Well, I don't think I've got any maize or sort. I tell you what, I do have Weetabix. Other biscuity, wheaty brands are available. Crumble up a wheaty bisque and stick in there, and that'll soon dry them out. Ready, maybe, for next weekend. We'll see. If not, you can freeze them. Keep them going. Anyway, again, rambling. As I always am like to do. Thank you very much for watching. Like this video if you've liked it. Subscribe to the Passionate Piscator channel. And I will see you again next time on the bank. Bye!